All right, welcome to Math 9. This is our lesson on converting in between mixed and improper fractions. So a mixed fraction is when you have a whole number as well as a fractional piece of it. So I have 3 and 5/6, that's mixed. An improper fraction is when the numerator is larger than the denominator, so I have 23/6. So what this means is that I have, say, a pie cut into 6 pieces, and I have, if I look at it in mixed form, I have 3 whole pies that were cut into 6. So imagine Thanksgiving coming up, you're gonna have a bunch of people over, you're gonna have 3 pies cut into 6 pieces that are all gonna be eaten up, and then you're going to have 5 more pieces in the 4th pie. So if you count up the number of, so that means I have 3 whole pies and 5/6. If you count up the individual little pieces, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23/6. Now, a quicker way to do that is to recognize that I have 3 whole pies cut into 6, so 3 times 6, which is 18, and add on the additional 5 pieces to give me 23. So when we're changing numbers from improper to mixed, the kind of shortcut way, or what we say we do, is we take my denominator, because this is how many pieces each pie is cut into, is 4, multiplied by the full pies, so 4 times 3 is 12, add an additional 3, gives me 15. So the equivalent improper fraction is 15/4. Okay, so let's just do a couple of examples of those guys. So if I do 3.5, I'm going to multiply. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7/2. Okay, if I have 5 and 11/15, so I'm going to multiply 15 times 5, and I'm probably going to need a calculator for that one. So 15 times 5 is 75, plus 11. 75 plus 11 is 86/15. Okay, so just to refresh, I went 2 times 3 plus 1 to give me my 7. Here I went 15 times 5 plus 11, and that gave me my 86. Notice that in both cases, your denominator always remains the same. That's telling you how many pieces of pie that you were cut into. Okay, if we want to convert from improper into mixed, you kind of have to know your times tables here a little bit. So we're thinking about, if I look at my example up here, 20/3, I'm thinking about what is, if I think of my 3 times tables, what is the nearest thing that's going to get me to 20? So 3 times 6 is 18. If I wanted to do 3 times 7, that'd be 21. That's too many pieces. So I would have 6 wholes. So 6 wholes would get me to 18 pieces, and then I would have an additional 2 left over. So 6 is the whole number, the remainder is your numerator, and your denominator stays the same. So if I think of my example down here of 11/3, so I'm asking myself, 3 goes into 11 how many times? Completely, I could have 3 times. That would get me to 9, right? 3 times 3 is 9. So that would leave me with 2 left over. So I have 2/3. 5 into 72. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to get me close to 72. So 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 11 is 55. 5 times 12 is 60. 5 times 13 is 65. 5 times 14 is 70. Okay, so that's as close as I can get. So I've got 14. And 5 times 14 gave me 70. So I need 2 more pieces, so it's 2/5. So 14 and 2/5. Okay, so you can go ahead and practice the questions on the back, or you can work on the task cards. And when you're done, move on to the lesson on equivalent fractions before you do a checkpoint.